Hey, please pardon my puffy eyes. My mommy died this week. And it's relevant because it presses an issue. She had cancer. And as far as everything we could see, as far as everything she could feel, it was going well. The treatment, that is. And then she got a headache. And then she was gone a week later. Life is fragile. And if we know one another, there's something in common that we have, or lack thereof. We do not have the luxury of just thinking about today and embracing the moment. We must secure the future of our loved ones. Some of you know that I have been working on things behind the scenes to strengthen our community. And this was supposed to be different. This was supposed to be a time of joyous celebration and coming together. In the wake of my mother's passing, it's much more of a somber affair than what it deserves to be. Because these changes are good. Dear loved one, you can see I have notes to make sure I don't miss anything. Dear loved one, friend, family, client, treasured member of our little big community. We did it. 10 years. We've been growing and planning for our future. For me, I founded Angel Service in honor of her, my oldest daughter, and the things that she taught me. To go slower, to see things from a different way, so that I could practice as a therapist and provide for my children. I wanted to be a voice and guide, especially for children, similar to my oldest daughter, whose voice is not always heard. Very quickly, I met many amazing people that I quickly fell into friendships with, who shared passions and needs. Angels was no longer just me, but an us, as there was and will always be a need to do this together. I've been planning for a future for our community that would far outlast my lifespan. I know what I want for us. I know what our children need. And I now know how to articulate these things. I know some of the pathways to get us there. And I know that as a singular person starting this project of love, because yes, it might be a business, but it was not a business endeavor. It was an endeavor of love and passion. I can't do it alone. And even together, we can't do it alone. I have found us a pathway, though, to achieve that longevity and security and the bargaining power of the many, which comes in handy when we are trying to develop benefits and supports and advocating at the local level, the state, federal, wherever our voices need to be heard. When we are many, it is easier to be heard. So, you know quite a bit about me, about my 2 girls and my family. And let me tell you a little bit about another family. A father who buried his son. And he was certain that this should not have been. That if there had been a hospital, his son would not be gone. And so he built one. That community that he started with a hospital grew very quickly. And I met them in 2012 when I brought my daughter to them. And for the first time, she got to be just a little girl. She wasn't in therapy or school or with her mom. She was with other people, getting to play and explore and do what she wanted to do. And she was loved. This community is our pathway. I have adored Easter Seals, Colorado since that April. Goodness, April. Serendipity, right? That I met them. So, as of April 1st, 2025, Angel Service gives away our independent agency status in return to become a program within Easter Seals, Colorado. An agency founded by a mother coming to an agency founded by a father, and still to this day is caretook by a man who is personally involved in our community. He's part of the family too. He understands disabilities and the day-to-day, what it looks like within your home, because it's his home too. This is a big step for all of us. For Easter Seals, it is their chance to bridge over from camp and day program and employment into home and lifespan support. For Angels, it is our chance to merge over and bridge into a community that has long-term longevity and security. That's not tied to a singular lifespan. It's tied to our children's lifespan, as it ought to be. There's going to be changes. I don't know all of them. We have to get to know one another. We'll go slowly and introduce one another. Easter Seals has an idea of who we are, though. They've watched Angel Service grow since our inception. I shook the CEO's hand way back when we were first beginning. And they know who we are as families. And we will get to know who they are too. The most important part to know is that I made the choice wholeheartedly. It wasn't a compromise. It is the correct choice to give our children and those who care for them the best shot possible at stability by partnering with an agency who's been here for over a century. They are nationwide. They are pushing our community forward in ways that you'll get to see in the coming years. This is just the beginning. They are mission driven with absolute love and pride and gratitude. I say thank you. And I really hope that you come with us. I'm not bowing out. I'm stepping aside. I too will be signing my employment paperwork on April 1st to be part of Easter Seals programming, because I think it's the best choice, not just for us as a community, but for me as an individual and for you as an individual. This is good for us. Given the sensitive timing of everything, I'm not as available as I would like to be, but please send me a text message. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And I've sent up links so that you could update your paperwork, and everybody's going to be sending emails to make sure everything is just as smooth as it can be. Here's to our next great adventure. As my mother says, look up. As one door closes, a new one will open for you to go through. Adventure the next journey. This is our next journey.